to God, who is my life, giving honor to our bishop and our co-pastor Johnson. I thank God for the man and woman of God. Amen. Come on and give them praise. To Mother Martin, who was able to grace our presence. Amen. I say, Mother Martin, amen. Amen. To Emmanuel House of Prayer South. Amen. I thank God for our church family. Amen. And our family. Amen. I thank God for all of you, all of our friends. Amen. I just thank God for everyone who is here today. Amen. I was trying to find where I tried to write, but it's so small till I couldn't write anything. But as I began to think about a tribute to my husband, being with him for 19 years and married for 14 years, I was like, that's going to take all day to really, really tell everything. And then I was like, maybe I should tell him when we first started dating how he was so crazy until I was like, because you're so stupid, we're not going to work. It's not going to last long because you're so stupid. Because he used to pick on everybody. He used to make everybody laugh. Even when it was serious, he used to make us laugh, not knowing that later in life when we went through some of the most terrible situations, that was what brought us through, him making us laugh. So maybe I should tell him about that. And then I said, no, I'm going to tell him about his relationship with my mom. How I promise y'all, my mama loves him more than she loves me. And right before my mama died, we called the ambulance because she couldn't breathe. And we were waiting for the ambulance to come. And she was sitting, we had rolled her out to sit her next to the door. And she was like, Cherie. I was like, Mama, you okay? She said, go get the comb and brush my hair. I said, Mama, you going to the hospital. You don't need your hair brushed. And I wouldn't do it. Lo and behold, here comes her son. He's brushing her hair, getting her pretty to go to the hospital. I said, Lord have mercy. And after my mama died, he said, I was tore up. He said, I said, what? He said, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. The last memory you had with your mama is she was fussing at you. And I was like, what are you talking about? He said, you remember your mama fussed at you because you went to the Piggly Wiggly. And she didn't give me enough money. So I didn't get the Hot Pockets for Richard that she told me to get. And she fussed at me for not getting Richard's Hot Pockets. She was like, you could have left your stuff. You should have got his Hot Pockets. So I just went over and I began to think about all these thoughts and all the memories, and I smiled, and then tears began to roll down my face because just in the past year, everything we've gone through with the death of his mother and the sickness and everything, one day I was home by myself and I just began to thank God for my husband. Because of him being a father to our children. Because of him not being just a father, but a wonderful father to our children, being a wonderful husband to me, being a father to many other people. And I'm just like, I look at him and when he makes a dumb man mistake, I have to realize that he's a man because the Lord has given him so much wisdom till he do. I'm not saying that he's perfect, he don't make any mistakes. But God has given him a wisdom at his age that he do so much right till we mess up. I'm like, you're not supposed to do that. And he's like, baby. And I'm like, I'm sorry, baby. I put too much on you. I'm so sorry. You're prone to make mistakes. Please forgive me. But as I think about my relationship with him, I sit and many women, many of my friends, single and married, many people tell me that you are so blessed because of your husband. I even had one of my closest friends, she said, can you please pray for my husband to have all of the characteristics that your husband has? Said, because if he's not like your husband, as far as the characteristics, I don't want him. I said, well, we're going to pray for your husband to have some good, godly characteristics. And even when we're in marriage counseling and we're counseling people getting ready to be married, we tell them that the only thing that has kept us together is God. Without God, I know there wouldn't be no us. There wouldn't be no me. There wouldn't be no him and our children. And I just see a man that constantly perseveres. And many times, just on this past week, we went through a trial that I was like, God, how we getting ready to go into appreciation, God, and now this. But before I close, I just want to just let you all know, as we laid in our bed, and we try not to think about our mother so much on a sad occasion, but there are times when we just ask God, like, God, why did you take both of our mothers? And then we realize that we have one another. And the wonderful thing that I love about God is that He never allows us both to be discouraged at the same time. So if He's discouraged, I'm able to encourage Him. And if I'm discouraged, He's able to encourage me. Amen. And before I close my tribute, when I was sick and totally messed up last year, my sister-in-law, after everything was over, my sister-in-law came to pick me up from the hospital. And then they was beginning to tell me everything that had happened. And my sister-in-law, y'all know she's crazy anyway, but she said, listen, please do not ever leave my brother. She said, you got that boy spoiled. He's helpless. She's like, he wouldn't eat nothing. He wouldn't do nothing. She was like, Cherie, I'm not playing, girl. Don't leave my brother. And I always joke with him, and I joke with him, but it's really the truth. I tell him the only way out of this is death. Literally death. I was just like, but I really thank God for him. But he took care of me when I was sick. Even back in, when was it? In August, when I started going blind, I woke up to this boy. He constantly cried out for my help and for God to heal me. And I just feel so just honored just to have a man of God that just constantly takes care of us and our church and our family and everything that he could do, he does it. And I'm like, baby, I get mad because I'm like, you too nice. But I thank God for a heart of a compassionate pastor and a father and a husband. And that's all I got. I can go on and on and on, but that's all I'm going to say because I have a very, very special song that my nephew is going to sing for us. And that will close our tribute. So let's give my nephew 79.
All my life, I pray for someone like you, and I thank God that I finally found you. And all my life, I pray for someone like you. Yes, I know that you feel the same way too. Yeah.